Hi everyone, my name's Daryl. So today I'm going to balance my tires. I'm not going to do the balancing myself. I'm going to take it to a shop, but I'm going to go ahead and raise my A-liner, take the spare off, take the two tires and wheels off, and take it to a shop and get it balanced. So that's one of the things supposedly that you're always supposed to do when you get your brand new RV or your A-liner, is to balance the tires. They don't balance them from the factory and they don't typically balance them at the dealer, so they leave it up to you. And often you will feel when your tires are out of balance in your car, but often you won't actually feel it in your travel trailer, which will lower the life of the tires and could make it actually really dangerous, susceptible to the tires bouncing up off the ground or also sway. So let's go ahead and get going. I'm going to start off by just loosening up the lug nuts here before I put my jack in place to raise the frame. All right, so I'm going to loosen up the lug nuts first before we lift it. So I had planned to use this really nice floor jack. Unfortunately, it doesn't reach the frame of the A-liner, and so yeah, I couldn't use it. So basically what I'm going to be using instead is really kind of simple kind of scissor jack that came from my RAV4 Prime, and it reaches. It's not the greatest jack in the world, but it works fine. It takes a little bit longer to jack up and jack down. The area that actually is going to sit on the frame isn't as wide as I'd like it to be. So one of the things that well, first of all, you should make sure that your jack for your tow vehicle can reach the frame of the A-liner, just in case you need to change the tire. And the other thing you might want to consider is getting some sort of a small wood block, really solid material that you could put underneath the jack and between the frame and the A-liner to better distribute the weight along the frame. I'm not going to do that today for this demonstration, but something you might want to think about. All right, so I've got to the point where the jack is hitting the frame, so I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and raise it. Now, since we are going to take off both tires as part of this, I'm going to actually put jack stands behind the wheel about 12 inches or so, in front of the wheel tire about 12 inches or so, and then I'll attack the other side. Okay, so we got our jack in place. I put my jack stand in place. Unfortunately, my jack stand didn't reach, and so I put a brick underneath it, and it's not quite supported, but I'll just loosen it in just a second. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the same jack stand on the other side, supporting the other side of the frame. So we got a change of plans. So when I jacked this side up, then the other side kind of came off of the stand a little bit. So I don't exactly know why, but nevertheless, I'm just gonna do one side at a time. All right, so we're gonna remove this tire. Might have known a change of wardrobe. Yeah, it was getting pretty dirty. All right, so I got the tire balanced. Basically, they said for the two tires that I did, one was they had to add 1 ounce of weight, and the other one they had to add 3/4 of an ounce of weight. He said they were pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I think it's still worthwhile. I asked him, do you think it's still worthwhile? He said, yeah, for sure. So I'm still gonna do the other one because I only did 2. I did my spare and I guess my left wheel. And so I'm gonna get this installed, then take off the other one and get that balanced as well. One thing, make sure you install this hubcap before you install the tire. Yeah, because I forgot to do that initially. Yeah, I will say I really love this thing just makes this so easy. So I will have a link to the product in the description of the video. This makes doing anything in regards to tires is so much easier. All right, so I've tightened the lug nuts, but I haven't torqued them down yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower the jack and then we'll torque it down. All right, so she's off the jacks. Now we just need to torque it down. Now I've got this torque wrench I got it set for 80 foot-pounds, which is just what the A-Liner manual calls for. And so now I'm going to torque it down to 80 foot-pounds. One and 5. All right, so I've got everything back installed, and so now it's balanced, the tire, and I'm gonna go ahead and go off to the other side, jack up the other side again, and take the tire into the tire shop, have it balanced, and I'll be back to finish it up. All right, you guys, so I'm back from getting the tire balanced. So I got some kind of cool footage. I don't know if you've seen a tire getting balanced before, so check this out. Definitely needed balancing, and so I would recommend that if you haven't already done so, you go ahead and get that done, just to be a little more safer on the road, maybe have a little bit of a smoother drive. And so now I get to reinstall the tire. So let's check out that footage though.
Find the right cone for the size that fit the hole.
So getting my tire balanced for my trailer. And the last one they had like 1 ounce, 3/4 ounce. So we'll see what this one's like. This was my right tire.
Okay. And there's no weight on this at all, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
Does it do it kind of automatically and tell you where to go?
Everything will pop up on the screen. I'm gonna hit the bottom of that F2 button, and it's gonna measure out, or it's gonna show me where to place the weights at.
Seven five.
We're gonna hit that. And there you go.
So now it adds the weight to the tire.
Each of these are 20, or what is it? 0.25 ounces. Place.
Oh, it gives you like a little infrared thing?
Little arrow for that one. And then for the top one, this little nudge thingy right here, you just line it up in the middle of it. Then 4 of these for 1 ounce. Spin it again, and as long as it says OK or 00, we're all good. There we go.
Sweet. Fun. All right, so that was cool. All right, so now we got to put the hubcap back in and go ahead and get this thing reinstalled. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on the wheel, put the wheel on, get the lug nuts installed, and torque it down. So yeah, I showed you the other tire, so I don't think I need to show you that again. But yeah, I'll be back just to wrap this up. All right, just a couple things to wrap this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and inflate my tires up to 50 PSI just with my little kind of a portable air compressor. And so this is a good thing that you might want to take with you on your trips just in case you feel like you need to inflate a little bit. So I'm gonna inflate it up to 50 PSI. The other thing, and yeah, this kind of reminded me, here's a little sign here just reminding you that you should tighten your lug nuts every 10, 25, and 50 miles. And so that's when you get a brand new trailer, or basically whenever you get a new tire, or if you get a flat and you need to replace it, you should also check the lug nuts because, you know, the wheels can kind of reposition themselves a little bit, and the lug nuts can come a little bit loose, and so you want to check just to make sure that if they do come a little bit loose that you retighten them and torque them down. And so, you know, I'm always taking that little torque wrench with me just in case I ever need to torque things down again. Yeah, so I hope you learned something. We're about ready to go on our trip, but I'm probably gonna get some video out of that and do another one. But we're going to the Grand Canyon. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And I got a huge hike, so I'll probably have a little hiking video too. So yeah, I hope to see you again in the next one very soon. So just a quick update on this video. This is actually about 7 days later after I got my tires balanced. So we went to the Grand Canyon, and this is just sort of anecdotal, but I will say that the ride in the trailer, so as I was towing it, it did seem a lot smoother than it had in the past. And I think I got actually a little bit better gas mileage, maybe a mile per gallon better than what I'd previously gotten. So that's really great. Unfortunately, there were the Arizona highways, which have tons of potholes. And one of the tires that I had balanced, it didn't blow out, but it did get flat because of the potholes. But I was able to take the spare that I got balanced, then I replaced it. So that was good I got the spare done. So if you are getting your tires balanced, get both your tires balanced plus your spare. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, if you got some value from it, please like it and also consider subscribing to my channel. And I do hope to see you in the next one again very soon.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Wait.